Fair use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. May 20th. One day at a time. Above all, take it one day at a time. As Bill sees it, page 11. Why do I kid myself that I must stay away from a drink for only one day when I know perfectly well I must never drink as long as I live? I am not kidding myself because one day at a time is probably the only way I can reach the long-range objective of staying sober. If I determine that I shall never drink again as long as I live, I set myself up. How can I be sure I won't drink when I have no idea what the future may hold? On a day-at-a-time basis, I am confident I can stay away from a drink for one day. So I set out with confidence. At the end of the day, I have the reward of achievement. Achievement feels good, and that makes me want more. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. May 20th. Like alcoholism, obsessive thinking can be too much to handle. My best hope in battling it is not to begin, because once started it gains steam and becomes harder to interrupt. Before obsessive thinking takes hold, there is usually a point at which I have to make a choice. I can opt to mentally toy with a subject that has held my mind hostage in the past and is therefore dangerous, or I can recognize the danger and try to drop any thought of the topic from my mind, praying for my higher power's help. I can reach out to an Al-Anon member for support before tackling a topic to which I am vulnerable so that my thoughts won't have a chance to get locked inside my head. I will exercise the power of choice by refusing the invitation of obsessive thoughts. If I don't pick them up, I won't have to let them go. Today's reminder: I am learning to pay attention to my thinking. If there is something I cannot contemplate without becoming obsessed, I will respect the fact and act accordingly. I will gather the strength and support of my Al-Anon program, my friends, and my higher power before I try to reason it out. And if it is none of my business, I won't pick it up at all. There is a quote by Sengstian, and it reads, "If you work on your mind with your mind, how can you avoid an immense confusion?" Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, May 20th. Coming out of isolation. We find ourselves doing and enjoying things that we never thought we would be doing. Basic text, page 102. Active addiction kept us isolated for many reasons. In the beginning, we avoided family and friends so they wouldn't find out we were using. Some of us avoided all non-addicts, fearing moral backlash and legal repercussions. We belittled people who had normal lives with families and hobbies. We called them uncool, believing we could never enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Eventually, we even avoided other addicts because we didn't want to share our drugs. Our lives narrowed, and our concerns were confined to the daily maintenance of our disease. Today, our lives are much fuller. We enjoy activities with other recovering addicts. We have time for our families, and we've discovered many other pursuits that give us pleasure. What a change from the past! We can live life just as fully as the normal people we once scorned. Enjoyment has returned to our lives, a gift of recovery. Just for today, I can find pleasure in the simple routines of daily living. Today, Emotions Anonymous, May 20th. Reflection for today. The mind is so powerful in its ability to rationalize. It can make us believe the truth is a lie and what is false, reality. As we recognize how we so often delude ourselves with our thinking, we see how necessary it is to have friends with whom we are able to share anything. We have suffered enough from our self-defeating behavior. We do not deserve to keep hurting ourselves. Unless we wish to continue suffering, we will be open and honest with someone. Meditation for today. May I not take action blindly. First, I will share my plan with someone I trust. Today, I will remember openness and honesty are keys to acting responsibly. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. May 20th. Step 3. We don't release some things to a higher power and hold on to others. BRB, which stands for Big Red Book, page 142. The steps and traditions mention higher power and prayer for a reason. They are part of learning to rely on someone or something else instead of continuing the compulsive self-reliance many of us learned in childhood. Our belief system is a personal choice. How we pray or whom we pray to is part of that personal choice. It's even up to us to determine what prayer is. In meetings, we hear many examples of the power of prayer. We learn that it is communication that can bring answers when we are fearful, confused, or need help making decisions. Prayer and meditation can calm us so we can feel a conscious contact with our higher power. When we let go of problems, the steps show us how to care for ourselves and recover from the effects of our childhoods. But if we pick and choose what we let go of, we hold on to things that can continue to drag us down. Connecting to a higher power helps us know we are not alone and defenseless. Turning our problems over helps us release the burdens we have been carrying around. We now have faith and trust in something greater than ourselves. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I choose to make prayer part of my daily ritual. I see how it can benefit me to turn all of my problems over to a higher power and ask for a new direction to be revealed." This is DHB, which stands for Devotion, Health, and Beauty Recovery Network. Daily affirmations, reflections, devotions, and meditations. I am Day. DAA are my initials. Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time. And remember that recovery is possible and that you are not alone.